Welcome back to the Mad Spiderverse. I'm Mad Spidey, and thank you once again for tuning into my channel. Before we get into today's episode, or today's installment, or video series, whatever you want to call it, I'd just like to say a massive thank you to each and every one of you who actually nominated me for the Comic Book Community Awards. I had a feeling, I pretty much knew I was going to get voted in for the best statue review or an unboxing, because I did last year, and I know a lot of people have been campaigning for me to, you know, obviously get voted in, and obviously they're going to be continue to campaign for me to try and win it. Once again, it will be the David versus Goliath, because there's some big channels in there, some sort of medium-sized channels, and obviously I'm just a little channel. But yeah, I do greatly appreciate each and every one of you who have, you know, campaigned for me to try and obviously win this. Obviously now is the time, you know, that obviously need to, I'm in the top 5 finalists, or in the 5 finalists, should I say. Yeah, so anybody who campaigned for me, if you want to keep doing it, I greatly appreciate it. Obviously, honorable mentions, my brother, Remy Q Studios, has been doing massive campaigning for me. I know Comic Journey is another one who's been doing a lot of campaigning for me to try and win it. He just wants to see me beat 100,000 sub channel. He just thinks it'd be hilarious. Me, personally, I'd absolutely be honoured to win it, but I'm also very honoured to actually be even just nominated and in the finalists. So, Mark from Legion of Comics, I know Tyler from Whack Comics, there's a few other people and things like that that have sort of, you know, done a bit of promotion for me and things like that to get me voted in, and I greatly appreciate it. But I did actually get nominated for something else, surprisingly enough. I got actually nominated for the 100 to 999 subs best unboxing or series. Now, whether, see, to me, my thinking is, oh, maybe they thought that was the statue thing, so we're going to vote for him in that. Unless they're voting for my mad mail calls, or or something like that. But I got nominated for that as well. Like, there's some stiff competition in that. Yeah, like, obviously, you know, you got my boy, once again, Remy Q. You got 22 Comics, Dr. Von Hoot, Cuppy, Cuppa Comics, and did I forget somebody? I might have forgotten somebody. But yeah, stiff competition, all fantastic channels. That, yeah, just honoured to be in the mix with them. No pun intended there, DJ. But yeah, totally honoured to be in there. So anyway, thanks everybody for nominating me. I greatly appreciate it. And if you nominate, you know, if you vote for me as one, you know, in the finalists, out of the 5 finalists, I greatly appreciate that too. Anyway, put that aside for the moment. This is going to be one of my collectibles show. Haven't done one in a little while. I'm like rummaging through me tubs and me storage and things like that. I'm like, well, what can I do? And I realize I still have a lot of popcorn tins that I haven't showed you. So I think I've done it maybe once or twice with the popcorn tins, and only showing sort of 4 or 5 at a time. This time I just grabbed a whole pile of them. So I can actually show you, and yeah, whether it interests you or not, I greatly appreciate it if you watch it. But yeah, I just thought, let's do some more. So we'll start off with these two. Now, the other thing to sort of note with these popcorn tins, obviously, as I have mentioned before, if you've watched one of these episodes of Collectible Show before, and I have shown the popcorn tins, we have 2 major cinema chains. One is Village Cinemas. The other one is Hoyt's Cinemas. Generally, Hoyt's is the one that tends to put out the tins and the cups and, you know, the special stuff. Village does occasionally. They did a lot more in, you know, back a lot of years ago, but not so much anymore. So obviously, once again, COVID screwed that up, but it's also saving me a bit of money, because every time it's a Marvel movie, I always try and get all the cups, all the tins, anything I can get my hands on. So in saying that, I'll show you what I've actually pulled out of storage. Now, the other thing to note is the ones that I've all shown before have always had lids. I do actually have a pile that actually didn't come with lids. So they didn't always do the full, you know, tin and lid. So anyway, I know my boy Mark from Legion of Comics would probably like these because I know he's a big movie buff as well. But yeah, I will show you what I got. So this is from Spider-Man Homecoming. So obviously, as you can see, the Spider-Man eyes lid. And most of them are usually just a sort of, you know, screen grabs from the movie, and then they just obviously make the tin, you know, out of screen grabs. So this one, yes, this one doesn't actually show you, I don't think, yeah, the movie chain that it came from. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. So, but that's one of the ones with the lid. They have one more, and that's from Deadpool 2. It feels bigger. So only in cinemas. Obviously holding the the unicorn there. So you can actually see on this one, it actually has Hoyt's written on it. The other one, like, I do love the lid on this with the big "Eat Me" up the top. So I thought that was very cool. But all the rest of these, they're all obviously, as again, all from Marvel movies, but these one, none of these actually came with lids. It's sometimes like the drinks as well. Sometimes they don't come with straws, you know, and sometimes they don't come with lids as well, but same with the popcorn tins. So what do we got this one? So this one is, so this is Captain America Civil War. So obviously you got the big opposing sides. I don't think it's, there's a little bit of embossing on it. Embossing, whatever you want to sort of say, but it's got like obviously all the major characters in there. Now the next one is from Thor Ragnarok. So you got Hulk and Thor with his fresh new haircut. Obviously there's you know, the group shot of them. Loki and Valkyrie there as well. Doesn't actually obviously have Hela on there, but and you can see came from Hoyt's again. So very cool. Might actually just shuffle some of these around because it was actually one of the movies that went a little bit nuts. So this one is from, so this one's a slightly older one again. So Avengers Age of Ultron. And this one's actually sort of see the embossing on there. But once again, you can see Hoyt Cinemas. It's Iron Man and Cap. And Hulk. Black Widow. Vision. Hawkeye. So there's that one there. What do we got? So this one's from Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. That famous black and white photo that they took. They pretty much just wrapped it with that same black and white photo. No embossing or anything like that. This is from the original Deadpool, so witness the beginning of a happy ending. And the actual Deadpool itself is embossed. He's a little bit, but not massively. Just a lot of black, but obviously there's the big Deadpool symbol. What does it say up there? Oh yeah, just the same. Witness the beginning of a happy ending. So, and as you say, like most of these are from Hoyts. As I said, Village doesn't do them as much as what they used to. This one is from the original Ant-Man. So it's a giant Ant-Man only in cinemas. Hoyts again. And he's got all that's embossed there. Now, this one is, Yeah, they went a little bit nuts with these ones. The first Doctor Strange movie actually did, like, Hoyts actually did 3 tins. So yes, I bought them all. So you got Doctor Strange, only in cinemas. Big. And his face is a little bit embossed, and obviously the magic itself is a bit embossed. I think that was Hoyts once again. Yep. And then you got, once again, so Doctor Strange. That one looks a bit trippier. Very cool. Pretty much just the same picture on both sides. Tiny bit of embossing, but not much on this one. And the lucky last one. So the actual silhouette of him is actually embossed. It's basically just the same image on both sides, but yep, mate, had to get them all 3. Last one's a little bit boring, and it's actually made out of plastic. But I think this one actually came from Village, I think. Oh no, there's another Hoyts one, but it's just for the first Venom movie, and all it literally is just the same thing on 4 sides, but they're actually glow in the dark. I don't know whether this will work or not. Let's give it a try. Yep. Yeah. So you got a quick, obviously it needs to be energized, but you could say that it was a glow in the dark. So yeah. So still had to get it. It's a Marvel. Had to get it. But anyway, hope you enjoyed this particular episode of my collectible show. Obviously do all the usual YouTube stuff. Leave comments if you wish to. You know, even if you want, tell me, you know, what you've got. You know, tell me, say like, oh, look, we've got popcorn tins over here in the States or in Canada or UK or whichever. Yeah, and maybe do an episode for yourself, you know, and just show me what you have. But yeah, that's great. If you could leave a comment down below, obviously do all the usual, you know, YouTubey stuff, thumbs up as well. Most of all, I'm only 2 subs away from 500. Obviously, I have nowhere near the viewing hours, but hopefully my Spidey's Outback will boost up my hours a bit, but I've never been massively fussed by that. But yeah, I'd love to get to 500. That'd be fantastic. I only need, yeah, just 2. Just 2. So yeah, anyway, this video's gone on way too long. Thank you very much if you stuck it out to the end. I greatly appreciate it. And don't forget, obviously, to vote in the finalists for the Comic Book Community Awards. So anyway, that'll do for this particular video. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and Spidey out.